कल से होगा।
Good evening, everyone. Our class is ribbon cutting ceremony of hptlc at Graduate School of Pharmacy. Participants are welcome to the inauguration ceremony and performance of instrument facility at Graduate School of Pharmacy. Our faculty is giving brief introduction about the instrument facility of our institute. Now the dignitaries will start offering ribbon cutting ceremony of this inauguration of hptlc instrument. Our dignitaries and our faculties are getting brief introduction about the HPTLC instrument, which is given by Dr. Krishna sir. Dignitaries are also getting information about the laboratory facilities and other instruments available at GTU Technical School of Pharmacy.
Now we will assemble in boardroom for further program.
Now all the dignitaries will assemble in boardroom.
We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU national administrative body, widening the vision to make this world a better place are distinctive disciplines like engineering, architecture, management, pharmacy, and computer application are designed keeping in mind the transforming era of speed and technology. GTU is the first ever university in India that pioneered to inculcate design engineering in 6 semesters of undergraduate engineering program. GTU offers 1 to 6 years programs in diploma, bachelor's, master's and doctorate. GTU has established 3 diverse postgraduate schools in academic year 2017-18, approved by AICTE and PCI. Partnering with Bosch Rexroth India Limited, the first ever Center of Excellence is currently functioning at Ahmedabad, equipped with the cutting dedicated Department of International Relations to manage, expand and enhance international relations. We have collaborations with more than 30 foreign universities. GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Now all the dignitaries will assemble in boardroom. Good evening all, one and all present over here. Here myself, Ms. Pathan Asmat Bani, Assistant Professor at GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. It is my privilege to welcome you all at the High Performance Thin Layer Chromatography hptlc Instrument Facility Inauguration at GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. I would like to request all to please rise at their place for the GTU song.
GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय
जन कल्याण का अडिग हिमालय गुजरात तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय।
GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय। GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
इनोवेशन की मशाल उठाए, ज्ञान को चारों ओर फैलाए, विश्वकर्मा की कृपा को पाकर विश्व फलक पर शान बढ़ाए। नवीनता की खुशबू से जो भारत का कण कण महकाए, ज्ञान पिपासु शिष्य वृंद की तपो साधना सफल बनाए। GTU
समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय। GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
अनुभवी शिक्षक कौशल बढ़ाए, परहित का ही पाठ पढ़ाए, अनुसंधान और ज्ञान का संगम भावी पीढ़ी उज्जवल बनाए। आत्मनिर्भर युवा बने और शिक्षित विकसित राष्ट्र कहलाए, गौरव माता पिता का बढ़ाए, हर मन में विश्वास जगाए। GTU
समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय। GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
विकास का यही क्रम दोहराए, GTU को सर्वश्रेष्ठ बनाए। सिद्धपुर सोमनाथ सूरत से कच्छ तलक फैला ज्ञानालय, अपार संजोए संभावना गुजरात तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय।
GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय। GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
जन कल्याण का अडिग हिमालय गुजरात तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय।
GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय। GTU समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
Thank you all. Please have a seat. We are moving forward towards the welcome address and the welcoming of guests. But before going for the welcome address, I would like to give brief about the director of GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. We are having with us Director Dr. Rajesh Parikh sir, the Director of GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy from September 2017 onwards. Since the inception of this college institute, Graduate School of Pharmacy, sir has having more than 36 years of academic, 20 years of research and 1 year of industrial experience. Sir has published 20 national and 10 international papers. Sir has granted 1 patent and applied for 2 patents, which is published also. Sir is a lifetime member of Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India, and ISTE, Indian Society for Technical Education. With these brief words, I would like to request Parikh sir to provide a welcome address in the inauguration ceremony of hptlc instrument festival.
It's my privilege to welcome distinguished guests today. Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sir, believe that nobody needs his introduction. In fact, in a pharmacy gathering, we are feeling greater proud that he is a pharmacist and very, very senior professional in our professions. We have with us Ian Glazer. A brief introduction about everybody will be given. But Ian Glazer, I will say that he has worked with Saurashtra University and since more than 1 year he is with us as a registrar. With this coming, there are many, many new initiatives that is coming, both under the leadership of Glazer and Glazer. That it will be just on my part, not to say sir something of you. Our chief guest of today's function, Rajiv Gandhi, is the Director, Chief Operating Officer, founder of the Expert Bioscience and another aviation industry group. We have with us Priya Madam, and she is the Deputy Director with the Expert Bioscience. We have with us Ransha, he is also working in the Bioscience. It's my kind request to other members that this is a small gathering, so I request each one of you to have a brief introduction. Sorry.
Myself, Vijay Jagger.
Myself, Village Asta. Europe, part of that. Presently, we are in domestic.
Presently working as well as in charge PhD section.
As well as the heads of different pharmacy institutions associated with the GTU and students through WebEx and Facebook Live program. But one important thing that I would like to tell that this HPTLC instrument for which is just inaugurated, that is particularly the company which is dealing in India, that is the Encrom Private Limited. And the founder of the Encrom Private Limited, that is our guest of honor, Mr. Dilip Charegaonkar. I think he is there. And welcome, Dilip sir. Namaste. We have with us our BOG member and the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy at Gujarat Technological University, Dr. C.N. Patel sir. He is also joined us and welcome C.N. Patel sir. Namaste. And hello. Dr. Pankaj Rai Patel sir, who is the Director of the Graduate School of Management Studies, as well as the member of the governing body of the Gujarat Technological University. And welcome, Pankaj sir. And it's my proud privilege to welcome one and all who have joined this meeting, principals of different pharmacy institutes, as well as the members of the academic council, body, and my ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say a few words about the Graduate School of Pharmacy. That we have just started our journey in the academic year 2017-18, and we completed 3 years. The 4th academic year we are just entering. During this span, we have launched the 3 programs. That is, we started with the drug regulatory affairs, then we introduced the pharmaceutical quality assurance, and from the current academic year, we are introducing the exam and pharmacies. In addition, from the current academic year, we are introducing 2 certificate programs. One certificate program in the area of pharmacovigilance and writing, and the second certificate program is in the area of the sophisticated instrumentation. And as you just seen our instrumentation facility, and the great motivation and support from Gujarat Technological University, the Vice Chancellor Sir and Registrar Sir, we are able to establish such a good facility at the graduate school. And by the end of this academic year, that is maybe that by the March 2021, we are starting a testing laboratory. This is a very brief introduction about the graduate school of pharmacy, and it's again a great pleasure to welcome each one of you.
Now I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Naveen Seth Sir, please welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi Sir.
Thank you very much.
As our director sir has informed to all the participants and to us that our guest of honor is also present here, Mr. Dilip Charegaonkar sir. We are also welcome you. We all heartily welcome you in this inauguration ceremony of HPTLC instrument facility. Now I would like to request our registrar sir, Dr. K.N. Kher sir, to please welcome Miss Priya Gandhi madam with the book. I will again request Ms. Bhumika Meheria madam. Please welcome Mr. Gorang Shah with the book. Ms. Bhumika Meheria madam is again requested to present the book Mr. Vijay Javia sir. Ms. Bhumika madam is again requested to present the book to Mr. Atul sir. Atul Patel sir. And lastly, I would like to request Bhumika madam to please welcome Mr. Nilesh Shah sir. Thank you ma'am and thank you all. Now I would like to give brief all about Dr. K.N. Kher, Registrar Sir of GTU. Sir has joined the GTU Gujarat Technological University from June 2019 onwards. As a registrar of GTU, Sir has completed MCom, MBA, and PhD in Commerce and completed his GPSC in 1999. Sir has also worked for Saurashtra University as the Chief Accountant for around 2 years and Deputy General Manager Finance in National Highway Authority of India for around 1 year. Sir is having 17 years of administrative and finance experience. Moreover, Sir is member of Finance Committee at Sri Somnath Sanskrit University. Sir is member of Estate Committee at Saurashtra University. As an expert in Purchase Committee of IGNOU Regional Office Rajkot and expert in Purchase Committee of Kavi Narsi Mehta University of Junagadh. With this brief introduction, I would like to request the registrar sir to give valuable address in this inauguration ceremony.
Of the UK body schools. Special guest and Director Pharmacy, Graduate School of Pharmacy. Virtually joined with us Director Pankaj Sir, C.N. Patel Sir, all the dignitaries and all here. When we sit in there, where we sit today, it is the vision of Honorable Vice Chancellor. Due to his visionary leadership and his vision, before he joined GTU. That time university is only it's a type of organization like examination board. Today, Gujarat examination board and DAB are working as a examination taking authority. Not anything, any research activity held in the GT. Honorable Vice Chancellor had joined and he decided that this is not a task of the university. Only exam, खाली exam लेवी, certificate issue करवा, and affiliation out. This is not a task of the university. University has to provide research and quality education across the Gujarat. And after that, he make so many efforts. After the efforts, we have already got 100-acre lands in the Gandhinagar, near IIT Naipur, nearby Naipur, 100 acre. All are imagining that it is not possible because today the crisis of land is very much crucial subject in the state government also and industry also. The land part is very crucial in the industry also. However, by the efforts of the owner, by Chancellor, he got 100 acres of the land. After that, he don't have any recognition from UGC also. Mainly recognition of the UGC is 12B certificate. Before that, if you have a certain infrastructure and faculties, then you can get 12B certificate. Sir, then try and follow up with the government and sanction 35 post, teaching post for the GTU. In today's, it is a pleasure that we have also got 12B certificate from the UGC. By such a vision that university has to provide world-class infrastructure to the student. Because today's scenario, competitive scenario and global scenario, every self-finance institute providing so many infrastructure and healthy infrastructure to the student. If as a private institute they can provide, why we cannot? And decided and today university have a 3 graduate school in the area of the pharmacy, the area of the engineering, and we have a very good infrastructure facility, all such kind of facility you never seen in government organization. And even if they lab already have seen that any private institute don't have any such type of facility. We have also pursued one NMR. Sports is, I think, one instrument. Goala, field of the pharmaceutical, sports is nearby 1.5 crore. However, we have this instrument facility. We are going to provide to our students. Thank you all. Thank you on behalf of the Gujarat University. Best the occasion, visitors, and Sir Rajiv Gandhi sir, very good vision. He is my PhD colleague because I am also a field of the commerce. And sir is basically, I am surprising that he is in the field of the commerce. However, he is working in the so many areas like pharmaceutical, aviation, and all these things. But commerce માણસો એટલે બાકી મેનેજ કરી.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable address. Now it is my kind duty to introduce you all with our guest of honor, Mr. Dilip Charigaonkar, sir, who is the founder of Enkram Enterprises India Private Limited, is one of the India's oldest company in analytical instrument supply. He did his MSc in analytical chemistry from Mumbai University in 1974. He worked for 2 pharma companies in quality control and research and development up to 1978. Initially, he used his knowledge as an analytical chemist to make many import substitutes and to sell or test GCLC accessories, gas chromatography and liquid chromatography accessories, and Chemet hptlc products dedicating his life to thin layer chromatography. He has now handed over charge to the next generation, Mr. Akshay Charegaonkar, sir, who is now the director of Encrum. And I would like to also introduce about the Encrum. Encrum Enterprises India Private Limited is one of the India's oldest company in analytical instrument supply, being founded by a technocrat. Encrum created a slot for itself in the TLC technique, which later became the hptlc technique. With this brief introduction about the companies and sir, I would like to request Mr. Dilip Charegaonkar, sir, to please begin with their valuable address.
Thank you. I hope my voice is coming out clear there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. So, good afternoon, respected Chief Guest, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, Chief Patron, Professor Naveen Seth, Director, Dr. Rajiv Parekh, all the staff and students of the Graduate School of Pharmacy at GTU. It's a big day for Encrum that a major university like GTU is inaugurating a latest hptlc system that has been made in Switzerland, not the Chinese one. And it's going to be a game changer at the university. hptlc has many unique features. It gives us a result by the machine as well as it allows us to judge the result by human eye. It can do different samples at the same time. It is the only technique in the whole world that can do 100 samples in parallel, out of which there can be 5 or 6 different types of samples. So that means 6 different people can be using one hptlc at the same time without interfering with each other. Now that's very important at the university because no one has to stand in a queue. As soon as their work is ready, they can take up hptlc analysis. The machine does not use, the technique does not use high pressure or high temperature, so there is no maintenance required. Very negligible. Most universities give us a nominal contract for maintenance. There is very little cost of analysis, very little, and it produces very little waste also. So that means even if one has to invest a little bit in the initial instrument, for the next 10-15 years, the cost of analysis and cost of maintenance is negligible. At the same time, the output is very high. It's equally suitable for quality control analysis where the results have to be very rigid, and also for R&D where there is a lot of flexibility, a lot of things are unknown. Handling any sample, known or unknown, is no problem with hptlc. At the most, you may not get the ideal result, you may not succeed, but it will not damage the machine, which can happen in case of GC and HPLC, as you know. So this one instrument can support, in my opinion, a 50-kilometer radius of GTU because of its high speed and easy to use, ease of using. It's a fully automated system and it's one of the best it is the best in the academic area in the whole country. So I congratulate GTU for this vision of theirs because hptlc is one instrument that can be used hands-on by the student even on the first day without knowing much, because the instrument is never at risk because of the samples. The instrument is operated only with the help of a keyboard. No messing with the instrument itself. When you buy an instrument, what is important is not just the machine, but the after-sales support. So after-sales support can be in 2 types. One is the maintenance, the technical part, and the other is the training and laboratory support. Now, Encrum is a specialist in the laboratory support because for the last 42 years, we have specialized only in this technique. We are not a company that wants to diversify into everything. We are a focused company that goes deep into the subject, and we have contributed significantly to analytical chemistry and to the science of hptlc. The reason is, when I was working in the pharmaceutical companies, I realized that TLC is a technique very suitable for India. There is no maintenance. Anybody can use, any sample can be taken up. So many advantages. It can be used for quantitative analysis in the nanogram, picogram range. It can be used for fingerprinting as per USP, European Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, Indian Pharmacopoeia, for fingerprinting of herbal botanical products. It can be used for micropreparative chromatography when you want to isolate substances. This fully automated system with a heating device in the sample application part is unique in India. With a accessory to couple it with the mass spectrometer that already existing in your laboratory. It is a fantastic, simple device for anyone to get his mass spectra on the day of his analysis. Generally, for reaction mixture to be analyzed by HPLC MS, it takes a week or more. You have to stand in queue, and you don't know what to expect. In case of TLC, that doesn't happen because you can see the chromatogram on the plate. All the botanicals in the world, including herbal medicines and supplements and whatnot, are to be identified by their HPTLC fingerprint. That is the regulation in USP, European Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, Indian Pharmacopoeia, etc. So this is a very primary technique in use there. Now at the GTU, this will speed up all your research activities. All the students can use the instrument without any hesitation. Just dilute your sample and apply it on the plate. That's all that is required. So that means any sample which is non-volatile can be taken up for analysis. The analysis is very fast. You can develop a new method in half a day and validate it in the next 2-3 days. So it will speed up research like anything. Because it can do 100 samples at a time, it also gives spare capacity. So that means GTU College of Pharmacy will be able to undertake samples from the industry or from other educational institutes or even from government laboratories. No other chromatography technique can provide this facility because they are very slow and very complicated to use. HPTLC is so simple yet that you don't require a specialist. Ancrom has always made effort to be the best supplier in any laboratory that we supply. And I'm sure we have been successful in that so far because of our dedication to this technique for 42 years. So we will be pleased to sign a MOU with GTU so that the instrument can be commercially used as well and pay back for the instrument in a year or two. With that, I thank GTU for buying our equipment and assure them of our best service afterwards. And let's work together and develop our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for providing us an elaborated note about the Ancrom India Private Limited as well as the HPTLC instrument facility. And we also thankful for your kind and nice wishes to GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy, to our students and faculties present in the institute. Now, it is my privilege to introduce you all with our today's chief guest, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, sir, who is CEO and Managing Director of Hexter Biosciences Limited, as well as the Chairman of Blue Ray Aviation Private Limited, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Before inviting Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, sir, for their speech, I would like to introduce him in a short manner. Sir is a first-generation entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of Managing Director of Hexter Biosciences Limited and the founder and director of Blue Ray Aviation Private Limited, and as well the director of Aerotrans Services Private Limited. With a passion for aviation, sir has set out on a journey to establish Blue Ray Aviation, an enterprise involved in general aviation activities. Recently, sir has acquired Aerotrans Services Private Limited, a helicopter charter services company, and parked its helicopter at the Ahmedabad airport. As founder of Hexter Biosciences Limited, sir as the visionary of the company since the first vaccine was released in 1997. Sir has led the company to become one of the largest animal vaccine producer in Asia. In 2016, he was awarded with the Outstanding Entrepreneur of the Year from Ahmedabad Management Association. Hester Biosciences Limited is India's one of the leading animal healthcare company and second largest poultry vaccine manufacturer. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi is a first generation entrepreneurship founded Hester in 1987 year. Again, for Blue Ray Aviation is a DGCA approved organization encompassing general aviation activities with the prime objectives of creating pilots, connecting cities through charters and maintaining aircrafts. Blue Ray Aviation was originally a flying training organization in 2018 located in Osmanabad, Maharashtra. Thereafter, Blue Ray Aviation developed and shifted to operating base in Mehsana, Gujarat. With this short introduction, I would like to request Mr. Rajiv Gandhi sir to please begin with their valuable address.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Professor Shade, all other distinguished members, students who are also there, other guests also who are there on WebEx. It's a great honor to be here today and having inaugurated the hptlc machine, which is one of the best today installed in the country. I feel very much humbled that I am amidst people who are PhDs into research, into great education, while as Sir mentioned that I am a BCom graduate, so that really makes me feel extremely more honored that, having an opportunity to talk to such an illustrious gathering. Till I came into this room and till I saw this, I have not known that I was to give an address for 10 minutes, but nonetheless, as I am here, the hptlc machine that we just inaugurated and which just Sir mentioned, it's one of the state-of-the-art machines, and it is going to get a revolution, and this is going to start with its functioning at the GTU. It is going to give students a lot of headway in doing their research, in doing their work, and at the same time, it is also going to make students more motivated. With these modern instruments today, they do things so fast. Earlier, it would have taken months or weeks or days. Now it happens in seconds and minutes. So in a way, students have more time to really think and to really get involved in their research work and try to put in a lot of focus. But on the flip side, these things are happening so fast and things in the world are happening so fast. So students all the time need to be on the move and trying to get things done and take themselves to the next level. So students, I request you to take it in both the ways, be fast and at the same time use your time to think and do a lot of good research which will take our country to the next level, and you all will be the pioneers of growth in the coming years in our country. As I was just introduced, I am involved with Hester Biosciences, a company which manufactures animal vaccines, and as well as a Blue Ray Aviation, in which we provide flying training, aircraft maintenance, charter services, etc. Both these companies or both these industries where I am involved in, there is scope for zero error. In both the cases, any error, either in terms of medicines, either in terms of aviation, flying, maintenance, the error has to be zero. So I think it's been so nice that today I am incidentally involved in industries which require so much precision. And it's really great that all of you students over here today have the opportunity to work with such precision instruments, which is going to enhance your ability to do more and more specific research and take things further. I have visited today GTU. I was there at their other campus. Now I am over here today, and it gives me immense joy and pleasure to see so many activities happening at the same time in the varied fields in the university, from MBA to pharmacy. We are talking of aviation. There are so many other initiatives on the agriculture side, on the technical side. I mean, it is giving a big impetus to all to take our country to the next level. And education is becoming more and more important. I mean, education was always important, but with new branches coming up, with new techniques, with new opportunities, I think the current students are more fortunate than what we were during our times, because you all are able to choose and do whatever you like in what you have a passion. And if you do something in which you have a passion, you will definitely excel and you will do definitely well. And I'm just addressing more to the students rather than anybody else, because I love talking to students and I love interacting with them. And GTU, I see, is a great platform to take you all to the next level in whatever field, in whatever endeavors that you want to do. I mean, we all have heard about Alexander the Great. He was a great warrior, a king at the age of 19, etc. How did he get the title Great? His name was Alexander because he had a teacher like Aristotle to teach him, which made him into great. So here what I see at GTU, that we have so many Aristotles, and you are on the way to make many more Alexander the Great over here, and I wish all of you the best. Thank you for inviting me today, and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a valuable address. It is a great opportunity for all of us to interact with a nice personality who works in a multi-dimensional task in the society. Now, let me give you a brief note about. I would like to request Professor Dr. Naveen Seth, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of GTU, to present a memento to Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me give you a brief note on for our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. Naveen Seth, sir. Sir is the Vice Chancellor of Gujarat Technological University from December 2016. Sir is renowned educationalist and
Just have okay.
And also, sir, yes. Sir doesn't require an introduction, but it was just my kind duty, and as well as my privilege to introduce you and to speak few words about you. In short, sir is distinguished academician and an efficient administrator. He has also served as the member and chairman of the various committees of UGC, AICT, DST, Kuch Coast, and several universities in India. And from with the direction and guidance of our Vice Chancellor, sir, GTU as well as the Graduate School of Pharmacy has obtained many credentials to his institute as well as the university. With this brief introduction, I would like to request Professor Dr. Naveen Seth, sir, to give the presidential address in today's function.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Respected Dilip Chandekar, our today's chief guest, Rajiv Gandhi, Priya Gandhi, other faculties, the today's special guest, and young entrepreneur, Atul, Vijay, and Nilesh, other faculties, all my students, and the faculties, BOC member, particularly I see the CN Patel sir. So all the students joined here in this small function. So actually, we are planning to have the diversify the course and to diversify the universities with a different course. And we found that there is an aviation institute, the Rural Aviation Private Limited there at Mehsana. So we are planning to have some courses, certificate courses, diploma courses, graduate courses. And there is an informal meeting today. But Rajesh sir is also connected with the pharmacy also, so I think that it is better to take the advantage of Rajiv to hear in this inauguration of our new instruments. So I have just informed you, just a small function, informal function. Actually, don't know that a speech of 10 minutes, another thing. So, but he agreed with us to come here, and I'm very happy that our young entrepreneur is also, they are also here in this campus, and we have planned to have a good facility, laboratory facility at the pharmacy school, at the engineering school, at the MBA school. So the unique courses we have initiated at MBA, at engineering, and at pharmacy, and we are also planning to have more and more diversified courses, multidisciplinary courses here at the GT. So today is a very short span by the hard work under the leadership of Dr. Rajesh Parikh and his team. They have developed the laboratory. Actually, we don't have the photographs of the old building and situation, so it is difficult to visit sometimes that this type of the room and building is converted into a very good infrastructure. So definitely congratulate to the whole team, and definitely in a short span we will get more and more milestone. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind address. Moving further towards the vote of thanks, let me give about Dr. Kashyap Kumar, who is an assistant professor at GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. Sir has completed his PhD from Saurashtra University, and having 8 years of academic experience, sir has published 10 research papers in national and international journals. Sir has also attended international conferences in Germany and Australia. And lastly, sir has played a major role in the availability of hptlc instrument at GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. With this brief introduction, I would like to request Dr. Kashyap Kumar sir to begin with the vote of thanks.
In our laboratory, we now say the look, the area of our laboratory connotation the non-norm. So that type of setup unknown to norm our laboratory in the so this is complex problems are there, then our laboratory will support for next identity. So we have some primary instruments higher towards the animal. Higher LCMS, there is structure information. So our laboratory is set up in there. So this setup associated with GT, then so one particular they are always supporting us in terms of learning. I am also thankful to for and for the very good time over here. I'm also thankful to the my teachers. Say, experience very good time over here. And I'm also thankful to the with the I'm thankful to the humanity association.
He also thanks Care sir, particularly for administratively very fast decision and other thing. He has a very key role. Gaurang is also here. Because through Radhika and Gaurang, we came into contact with this good lab. So a special thanks to the Radhika and Gaurang.
Sir, and thank you, Kashyap. Now I would like to request you all to please rise at their place for the national anthem.
तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all, the participants, for attending this virtual WebEx meeting at the inauguration function of High Performance Needle Air Chromatography Instrument Facility at the GTU Graduate School of Pharmacy. All the students and other participants, it will be our kind pleasure to interact with you when all the full-fledged facility of the HPTLC instrument started at the Graduate School of Pharmacy. Once again, thank you all, the participants, for attending this virtual WebEx meeting of the HPTLC. Thank you.